Hello everybody and welcome back to a new mod review. This video we are going through a brand new mod called Domestic Innovation. This mod is created by the same creator who made Alex's mobs, so is compatible and already has 1000 downloads at the time of this video. It can be played in 1.18 to 1.18.2 from the time of this video, and it will require the Citadel mod. Different versions vary on which version of Citadel you can play with this mod. This mod's purpose is to make tameable animals more engaging, as well as adding new vanilla mobs which can be tamed, so without further ado, let's get into it. New commands have now been added to vanilla Minecraft, which are follow, sit, and wander. Wander can make your pets wander around until interacted with by their owner. This brings a more natural feel to Minecraft, as your pets don't have to sit and stay in a single place until told otherwise. To help with what state your pet is in, when you interact with your pet, text will appear to show either sit, follow, or wander. This feature is also configurable in the config. No more do you have to worry about hitting your pets when fighting alongside them. Any attack, whether that is a melee or a ranged attack, now makes it so your pets are invulnerable to your damage. If you sneak and attack them, then this will injure them, so make sure you're not doing this when fighting. This feature is also configurable in the config. So, as I said in the beginning, you can now have more tameable mobs in vanilla Minecraft. The following can all be configured in the config. The first mob you can tame is an axolotl. This is done if you give the axolotl enough tropical fish in a bucket. They will protect and attack for you as any other companion will. One thing to note is that the axolotl will be much slower on land, will dry out and have less health. Next up we have the tameable fox. This can be tamed differently to other mobs, for which you must make 2 wild foxes breed with sweet berries, and then the baby fox will be your pet. One thing to note is that they will still attack any chicken or rabbit no matter how tame they are. Finally, we have the rabbit. The feature to tame them has been implemented back into the game with this mod. This can be tamed with several carrots. They will not attack anything for you, but won't have much health, but they can be useful in raids. They will scare off any ravagers that are near the rabbit, which can make it very good for when you're trying to fend off all other raiders. Tamed rabbits shouldn't be attacked by tamed foxes. Pet beds are respawn points for any pet you have. To create this, you simply need 3 wool, 2 wooden planks, and a bone as shown. You can use any dye with the bed to get the coloured bed you want. To link your pet to the bed, you need to simply make the pet go on it. If your pet does die, it will respawn at dawn the next morning. To remove the respawn point, you need to simply break the bed. This is configurable in the config. The next thing in this mod is a feather on a stick. This useful tool is used like a fishing rod, except rather than catching fish, your pet closest to you will go towards it. This is useful if your pet is in places it shouldn't be, or is stuck. This also makes it much easier to get your pet on the pet bed to mark its respawn point. This disgusting fruit is called a rotten apple, and can be found if an apple despawns on the ground. This is configurable. These aren't used for too much, as if eaten, it will poison you. This can be fed by a horse to zombify it. Do note that if it isn't tamed before doing this, it will become untamable. The aspects of the horse will stay the same, such as the speed, however it will no longer be able to wear armour. Another mysterious food that has been added is the Sinister Carrot, which can be found rarely in woodland mansions. This is configurable. They can be eaten, but it will wither you for a couple seconds, so it's not the best idea. It can, again, be fed to horses to turn them into a skeleton form. This can also be fed to rabbits to transform them into the killer rabbit. This can be given to your pet rabbit to make it more powerful with its attack and health. Collar tags are one of the most useful things for your pets in this mod, and can be crafted with a chain and a copper ingot. They can be used instead of a name tag to name your pet. However, this can't be used on untamed mobs. The main use for this is that it's the main source for your pet enchantments. So the biggest part of this mod is pet enchantments. There are a wide range of enchantments and must be enchanted onto a collar tag for this to take effect to your pet. These enchantments will stay with your pet even if it dies, so that when it respawns the next morning, it should have all of them. This is also compatible with the enchantments description mod. These enchantments can be attached to the collar tag in either an enchantment table or an anvil. All the enchantments are health boost, which gives your pet an additional 10 health, 5 hearts, per level. Fireproof is quite self-explanatory, it makes your pet immune to fire damage. Immunity frame, which gives your pet 1 second of immunity to all incoming damage per level. Deflecting makes it so that your pet deflects any incoming range attacks, such as an arrow. Poison resistance makes your pet immune to any poisonous damage. Chain lightning makes it so your pet shoots a lightning arc out to all surrounding foes in the area, damaging them. The higher the level, the more lightning arcs there are. Speedster increases the movement speed of your pet. The higher the level, the faster they are. Frostfang inflicts the target with a frozen effect, which considerably slows the enemy whilst damages them over time. Magnetic magnetizes the mob it attacks towards it so that it can't escape. Linked inventory makes it so that your pet can pick up items and teleport it instantly to your inventory. Total recall makes it so when your pet health gets to around 2 health, it will go invulnerable and enter a recall orb, where it can't be damaged and can only be released by its owner. Health siphon makes it so that any damage your pet takes is transferred over to you. Bubbling is an enchantment that can only be found in buried loot treasure chests. Its purpose is that any mob attacked by your pet will enter a bubble and will rise and then pops once reached a certain height. The higher the level, the higher the bubble will rise before it pops. Herding is quite a useful enchantment as mobs around the pet will start to follow it. The higher the level, the more mobs will follow it. Amphibious makes it so that any aquatic animals, like the axolotl, won't dry out on land, and also makes it so that land animals can't drown and will be able to swim much faster in water. Vampire's Familiar makes it so that your pet will drain its target's life and take it for its own, pretty much lifesteal. The higher the level, the more health it regains. This enchantment can only be found in woodland mansions. Void Cloud makes it so that if your pet falls into the void in the end or off a high place, the Void Cloud will lift it up next to its owner or to a safe place. This enchantment can only be found in end cities. Charisma makes it so that when your pet is near you, when trading with villagers, it will give you a discount from its original trade price. This enchantment can only be found in villager trading. Curse of Afterlife makes it so that when your pet dies, it will become hostile towards you and look more ghostly and zombified than before. Note that all enchantments will stay with the pet when it does die. Curse of Infamy makes it so that your pet will attract attention from monsters near it and will then begin targeting it. There are some incompatibilities with the enchantments, which I will show now. This table was taken from the Domestic Innovations CurseForge page, which also shows the rarity of each enchantment, which is so useful. I believe this mod does fulfill its purpose on making pets more engaging because there is only so much you can do with them in regular vanilla Minecraft before they do just sit around in your base doing nothing. Anyway, I'll leave a link for the mod and Citadel in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed. As always, please like, subscribe and leave a comment down below if you think this mod makes pets in Minecraft more engaging, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!